no strength to keep from tearing. So pour another one for me. I'll deal with this eventually. I'm so tired and cold, so tired and cold. Now the walls are shaking. It's all I've ever known. But go ahead and make this place your home. Tired and cold, so tired and cold. You've lost control of everything you love. You're beautiful enough. So please help someone. I can't take this feeling of. You're beautiful enough.
What's up, guys?
Can't begin to understand.
It's Wednesday.
But if I had to make a
Maybe a day we'll start a new tradition.
have this plan. You dreamed of planning weddings. I dreamed of past mistakes.
Love that line, fighting monsters.
On and on. I
What's up, guys?
fake, but you
It's been a while.
told me. You told me you'd go.
Ugh. Yo, it is Wednesday. As you can probably tell, I'm trying out a bunch of different nights to stream. Still haven't quite settled in my groove yet. Did move over the summer, over my sad boy summer, as we talked about last time on stream. So I'm still kind of filling out the new place and the new recording area. Also, just a heads up, I got an air conditioner going that's a little loud today, and for whatever reason, I can't get it quiet. So I'm just going ahead and leaving that be. Hopefully the audio is good enough, and it will be good enough because I'm on a little bit of a tight window today, but I had to do something I had not done. I, for whatever reason, have not checked out the new MxPx album. Now, why is that? It's because I've been busy. Straight up. I was moving. I had a lot of stuff going on. I know it just came out a couple weeks ago and the move had already happened, that yada, yada, yada. But I'm behind on a ton of things. Basically, anything rock or punk or any of that stuff, if it came out over the summer, like I totally missed a whole lot of that. And, you know, I'm going to spend the next few weeks catching up, but I hope to make this a weekly thing again. And I think this little time slot I got here on Wednesdays is going to work out for me. What's also been working out is the podcast I do with the Punk Rock Review. We had a wild episode last night. It's up on his channel, breaking down our top 5 ska punk bands of all time. I was all over the place in the episode. My partner over there, 31 TV, was much more measured in his analysis. We're going to talk Bad Religion next week. There's some other videos of his up on the channels. I'm editing a video him and I did about NoFX. That is going to go out to you guys here fairly shortly, as I'm still kind of dipping my feet back in after my long layoff. Now, what about this MxPx album, though? Man, I've heard like nothing but good things about this album, but I haven't checked it out, and I really wanted to give it a full listen through. And not only did I want to give it a listen, but as you can see right over there, right behind me, I'm going to have some lyrics up. Like, I want to absorb all of this. Because there's one thing about MxPx in the last few years, and really their whole career, but lyrically, I think they're amazing. And I don't know what it is. There's a certain relatability to them in their older years that they do really well. And I know Mike has been doing a lot of media interviews, most of which I haven't caught up with, and that was intentional because I wanted to go into this, you know, pure. If we had more time on the end of this, I would probably watch all those interviews on stream and all that, but I don't really have that kind of time. So I just really have time to check out the album, experience it with you guys. This is going to be a good time. All right. Let's stop wasting any time. If you're in the chat, what's up? How's it going, guys? It's been a while. Been 2 weeks, but been a while since we had a regular style episode. I should mention the new album is Find a Way Home by MxPx. And I really, really enjoyed their last album. You know, the one with Let It Ride, Moments Like This, all that good stuff. It seems to be that like MxPx is finding a zone as like legitimate dad style pop punk, which, you know, fits their age, but they also do it really well, which is funny because I don't think they ever had a time where they were like prime in the zone pop punk, right? They're almost like little kid pop punk, I felt like in the 90s and early 2000s, and then now they're like, you know, these mature elder statesmen, which is just funny to me. But our first song off of Find a Way Home is Not Today. All right, let's see what Mike Herrera and the boys, what they got for us.
I'm feeling sad from days long gone, like we did something wrong to make them move along. And in my head, my memories, they play on endlessly like movies, and it feels like it did 7 years ago. Oh, yesterday. Can't tell the difference and I can't make out the shade. This is insane and I'm
so already they still have it, and they have it with the video, just that nostalgia vibe that they have. And really that whole last album was like that. Like, I'm growing older and maturing, but looking back on the days gone by.
searchable what matters, and I'm not sure if I'll find it, but I hope I do someday. There was a time when I wouldn't admit my mistakes, but not today. Today I'm easy, and it's good you got me right where you want.
So a song about being really comfortable in your time, where you're at. Like, you know, you've had that moment, you've lived that angry lifestyle. Don't know how much MxPx have really lived that, but you get the idea.
Was there a time when life was never easy? Or maybe that was just a story they told to appease me. But let's learn it comes a little harder to me than the most. And if you need the proof, I'll point you to the time I swear I saw how it goes. That was the best, and I'm pretty sure this is now. And holy cow, let's go, let's make the most of every day. We have to learn a better way to be, and that the past mistakes we made, they don't define us completely. Those were the days when I'd rather be running away. I'm not sure I know anything like I thought I knew before. I thought I understood myself, and I always wanted more.
These are very basic lyrics, but no problem with them. They're lyrics I would probably write if I wrote lyrics.
But not today. Today I'm easy, and it's good you got me right where you want me. That's okay. Today I'm easy, and it's good you got me right where you want me. Let's go.
That looked like a super fun video to make. I like the way they finished that as well. Sounded pretty good. I would say it's pretty baseline good modern time MxPx. Like, wasn't blown away, but we'll definitely keep listening to it. Nothing wrong with that song. Perfectly fine. It's just kind of where I would have it situated. All right, up next we have This Is What You Told Me. What did you tell me, Mike? Let's see.
But not a lot of this one thing. Chance took me by surprise, but surprise, somehow I came out like a diamond ring. And this is what you told me. Don't fear a little failure. Run through all the helter-skelter. Get up every day and feel grateful that tomorrow.
So good old positive pop punk song. I can dig it. MxPx does these type of songs very, very well.
Do it even better. As the days untie, the hours fly. is a brave new world only a mother could love. This is what you told me.
A little bit of that shattering of innocence. Okay, okay.
Don't fear a little failure. Run through all the helter skelter. Get up every day and feel grateful that tomorrow do it even better. Even better. Some chances that we take don't work out like we planned them. But looking back, I see life always seems so random. We hold a common thread. You've seen it with your own eyes. I heard the words you said. Why does the balance seem so hard to find?
That's what we call adulting, Mike. I think it's what we call adulting.
Don't fear a little failure. Run through all the helter skelter. Get up every day and feel grateful. Then tomorrow do it even better. Cause you shine, you shine, you shine under pressure. You shine, you shine, you shine under pressure. You shine, you shine, you shine under pressure. You shine under pressure.
Might be a little, just a hair too upbeat for me at this exact moment, but that might be my own bias is going to. I'm sure there's a time where I will want to listen to something upbeat, and it's like, you know, let me listen to something upbeat by like a band I really like, by a band I love, by a band I've loved since I was like 14 years old. MxPx will do the job for you. What I tell myself. Let's see. What are you telling yourself? What are you guys telling yourselves in the chat? You guys are awfully, awfully quiet. Play.
I tell myself to keep my head from real and don't trust myself. I can't ignore my feelings and try to sit.
I like a good song, and I said this in all seriousness with the. I like when it's kind of hitting you. Like I love going, you know, pushing that engine forward. But I kind of like when you can slow it down sometimes and do, you know, the little lightning bolts.
Down. I try to relax. I try to take time. I can't take things back. Trying not to panic on my life. Just can't convince myself or anyone else not to give up.
I wonder. We're getting in our waves of like full length post-pandemic music, like fully formulated out of everything, and how much music's going to be like tainted by that over the next couple of years. You know, I was listening to Joey Cape's acoustic record the other day, just randomly, and it came out in 2021, so that was a few years ago, and that was right in the thick of things. And it's weird how much all of that is sort of like a pall over it. And I think that's what we're dealing with here. Just the general state of our wild ass world that we're living in right now.
Don't care what else they say, cause I'm not falling. Don't pick up, social collapse keeps calling. So carve your own path, driven right towards the light, like a runaway train on its last run tonight. Trying not to panic all my life. I just can't convince myself or anyone else not to give up. Cause there were times when I was too bad to apologize for my mistakes, and I just couldn't understand the amount of pressure that it takes. Still trying not to panic all my life. just can't predict what's next. But we still gotta try not to give up, yeah.
It's a good song. It really, I thought it picked up in the last portion. The beginning, I get where he was going, but I just really wasn't with it. It took a while to kind of sit there with it. And then by the end, though, he had me. And I think so far that's probably been the best song on here between that one and the opener. I think right now. I mean, I say that we're only a couple songs in, so let's keep it moving though. Cautious Optimistic. If there's ever a better name for a pop punk song than Cautious Optimistic, I don't know what it is. Let's see. Oh, we got a video here too. Let's check it out. Well, we got to just roll in on Yuri while he's, sleeping.
Let me tell you something about me now. I'm very wary when I go out. I look both ways 6 times before I cross the street.
Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good.
Need a meeting just to put shoes on my feet. And I assume the best, but always planning for the very worst.
How biographical, I wonder, is this song for poor Yuri? Man, he's always the one that they clown on, and now he's getting this. I don't know. Good for him. Hope he make a lot of cash off it. I think he works at the shipyard, right?
I like my numbers odd, my Venmo balance even, and my bad luck reverse.
And there is nothing wrong with your Venmo being all leveled out. I should put mine in the chat, but you guys can send me some cash.
I'm a cautious optimistic. I'm not convinced, just realistic. A cautious optimistic. Hope for the best, don't wanna risk it.
I love the subtext. I love the subtext here too. Of like this being the most unpunk song of all time, theoretically. It's just I'm so careful that I just take care of all my business and I want everything in order. There's plenty of people like that. Plenty of people in punk like that, but it's not usually something that's expressed in song form so much. Yeah, I'm hooked with this. I was kind of mid-level so far on everything I've heard in this album, but we're all in now.
Wanna risk it. Cautious optimistic. Don't wanna risk it.
But I mean, like, honestly, for Tom and Mike, like if you're gonna be on tour with someone, you probably want a guy like that, especially your drummer. You want him to be cautiously optimistic.
I always chew my food before I eat it. I need a memo for a memo just to read it. I wash my hands and then I rinse, repeat it. I brush my teeth each night so I don't get cavities. And I always bring a jacket just in case.
31 TV, Punk Rock Review. What's up, man?
Inside fridge, I'm a cautious optimistic. Not convinced, just realistic. A cautious optimistic. Hope for the best, don't wanna risk it.
Oh no, there's two of you. What's up, man?
Don't wanna risk it. I always use my hands to make the symbol for a sunny day. Too scared to step out on the ice, I'll save it for somebody brave. Why accept most things are out of my control? The only way through is keeping it true.
I mean, hand sanitizer does make a person very, very attractive. I agree.
I'm a cautious optimistic. I'm not convinced, just realistic. A cautious optimistic. Hope for the best, don't wanna risk it. Don't wanna risk it. Don't wanna risk it. Cautious optimistic.
What a weird ass fun song that was. That was weird. That was cool though. It's classic pop punk right there. Cautious, optimistic. By the way, I keep mentioning Tom and Mike and Yuri. Shout out to the fourth guy, the other guitarist dude who came in like 5 years ago to MxPx. I think it's been longer than that, but I just don't ever remember your name. Sorry. MxPx has been a 3-piece most of my life. I'm sure you're a good guitarist. In fact, you are good. See you on them live shows. You're pretty good. Isn't that great that MxPx just busts out these live on the internet shows like still? Like I know during the pandemic, everyone was complaining. We can't go to shows. We can't go to shows. Oh my God, we got to settle for these live streams. Yeah, but just because we can go to shows now doesn't mean those live streams had to go away. I really want them back. I really, really do. Look at the wires on my face here. All right, let's keep it moving. So what's our next one here? Excuse my French. Oh. We're going to get some F-bombs here, Mike? Is that where we're going with it? I went to puberty right there. My closest friend. No, not that one. That is very Fat Records-y, though.
Excuse my French, but s'il vous plaît, I need to know that come what may, you'll be by my side day after day. Excuse my French, but please. Excuse my French, but s'il vous plaît, one in the swamp, a better day for a
It's a good classic MxPx "What's Up, Chick" kind of song.
It's the possibility of spending your whole life with me. Please take me with a little shot.
You know, Mike's been married for like a long time. Is he still proposing to these girls, on tour? Or is this to his wife that he's having this French experience with? Sounds fun.
Take what's up, 'cause half the time I don't know what I just said. But I don't need myself up, I'll be perfect when I'm dead. Feels like I never say you. Not even on weekends. Sometimes we all need a rescue. Consider me your ambulance.
Took a little bit of a turn here in the chorus. Wasn't quite expecting that contrast right there at all.
Excuse my French, but s'il vous plaît, I need to know that come what may, you'll be by my side day after day. Excuse my French, but please. Excuse my French, but s'il vous plaît, je vous a better day for a rock. It's the possibility of spending your whole life with me. I had the words I knew that I should say, but now that you're here, they're suddenly all gone. I've lost most of my brains and all matter of gray. Feels like I never say you. Not even on weekends. Sometimes we all need a rescue. Consider me your ambulance. Feels like I never see you. Not even on weekends. Sometimes we all need a rescue. Consider me your ambulance.
Ah, shoot. Ah. Oh. Pause. Okay. That was another one, and I think this is becoming a theme on this album, where the songs start out fairly generic, and by generic, I'm not even saying that it's bad, but just like sort of stock MxPx, right? And then they pick up towards the end. I think that's Wambulance. We've all rode on the Wambulance. What are you talking about, man? I think he builds to like a good spot on each one of these songs again, and I'm excited though to see this video because this looks pretty serious. The way that was "Stay Up All Night." No, it could not be. Could be very unserious. Where's my cursor? I got this new setup and a new mouse in this thing, and I just can't like keep up. All right, stay up all night. All right, now it looks like we're gonna change the pace. Let's get a little serious here. Look, I know this is all supposed to be serious, but can we acknowledge the fact we have blind Mike Hedetta again? What year is this? Blonde. He's blonde again. He used to kind of wear like those seashell necklaces, right? He kind of fits like that mold of dude. No. Anyway, okay. Back to the serious song and video.
In the pitch black night, still looking for answers. Never believed they were out of sight. Feels like I can't get away from all of my mistakes. From here right now to eternity.
Now, what I'm seeing here on the screen, you can partially see I got a little bit blocked out. Videos tend to get my videos taken down. This is all very serious and heavy stuff. The lyrics, though, I think could be applied like multiple ways. This could be just like a very generic breakup song, but that's not really how it's playing out in the video.
And if I hurt you, know that I'll try to make it right. I won't desert you, I'll stay up with you all night. I'll stay up all night. I'll stay up all night. Let's stay up all night.
Oh, shoot, man. That's heavy.
Where does your mind go when you hear I don't know 10,000 times from your backseat driving mine? All the way back to the other side of dark memories that have gone deep to hide. And when the monsters come back to life, we'll drag them out into the light, out into the light.
Man, that stuff's hard to watch.
Out into the light. And if I hurt you, know that I'll try to make it right. I won't desert you, I'll stay up with you all night. And if I hurt you, know that I'll try to make it right. I won't desert you, I'll stay up with you all night. I'll stay up all night. I'll stay up all night. Let's stay up all night.
Man, good for him. Good for him. Yeah, man, that's a cool song. That childhood illness stuff too. That stuff always gets me. I don't know that MxPx has a lot of songs like that. Like they have, you know, some slower songs and stuff like that, but I don't know that they have a lot of songs like that are that like serious and heavy. You don't really associate them with that kind of stuff. And again, if I just heard the song without the video, I may draw that conclusion. And certainly that's how I think of the song now. And that's the first time I ever heard the songs with the video. So that's probably will taint how I view that song going forward. That's just a different kind of pace from, obviously very competently done as they do. But it's weird not being like, wow, heartbroken or, enthusiastic or in love. Like that wasn't the vibe of that song. And it's just not often that you get that kind of vibe with an MxPx song traditionally. All right, let's keep it moving here. Where we at on time? Oh, we're good. Ready to rage. Aren't we all ready to rage? Love the eerie start. No complaints there.
Standing on a platform, waiting for a train. Feels like the time is moving further away.
This is fucking awesome. I love this.
Patience is a virtue that surely so is pain. And all the hell that we're made to pay. So run for your lives or swallow the pill. There's no turning back, no, this isn't a drill. It's the fight of our lives, our coming of age. Now it's getting harder to stay disengaged. Now I'm ready to rage.
Certainly that could be taken, I think, with political overtones, and that might be how they wrote it. But regardless, it's vague enough that it can be just a timeless punk rock song. Good for them. This is cool. I like this. Again, I'm biased because this is really the core of, what I like. Authority Zero, yeah, good call there. Good call. I feel like some people just talked about them not that recently.
We tend to skirt the issues, ignore the hardest parts. The ignorance is way off the charts, but you can throw a wolf to the wolves cause they'll just laugh. They'll smile as they tear you in half. So run for your lives or swallow the pill. There's no turning back, no, this isn't a drill. It's the fight of our lives, our coming of age. Now it's getting harder to stay disengaged. I'm ready.
It's getting harder to stay disengaged. I think that's the thing too. With all the pressures of our modern life, right? We're just so beaten down by just everything. And then we want to do good and we want to fight back and want to go do this thing, but it's kind of hard to keep that going all the time because of the misery of our lives. We still got to get through crap, and I think it's a good like caveat to throw in with everything. Dude, this just does not sound like MxPx, and that's fine. Like I love what MxPx mostly represents, but they do this pretty well, pretty well.
So run for your lives or swallow the pill. There's no turning back, no, this isn't a drill. It's the fight of our lives, our coming of age. Now it's getting harder to stay disengaged. Are you feeling lost with so much to gain? We have to be smarter, learn when to refrain. When you take the plunge, no matter your doubt, isn't that what this whole life is about? Let's figure it out.
And fade. Sometimes punk rock can just be punk rock, and it can sound awesome and amazing. That was great. I loved that. I absolutely loved it. What a contrast from the song that came before. So this album, to me, first three were pretty good. Once we hit Cautious Optimistic, I think we hit a new level. Again, Ready to Rage. I thought it was going to be some cute kind of punny MxPx type of thing. Like Alkaline Trio's got Old School Reasons or something, October's coming up. Do we have to keep our streak? I didn't do a Misfits video last year, but we got to do a Misfits, AFI, Alkaline Trio. At least 3 of those have to be hit in October. But let's check out Undone. I'm assuming it's not a cover of the Korn song. Feels like we're back at our MxPx normal register here.
Close my eyes, I see you with your bright smile in slow motion. As you left, your eyes are shining like the sun. I take a picture of this moment in my mind so I can see you all the time. You got my head all spun. That's when I come undone. That's when I can't hold it in. That's what you do to me. That's what I feel.
Kind of reminds me of their other one, the one that they re-released a couple years ago. Like, if you say yes, it's gonna be longer. Kind of has that same sort of vibe to it, right?
On my own admission. That's when I come undone. When the morning dove burst on your window and its lover took its body to its final resting place. That's when you turned towards me and you told me that you loved me as if you had always known me and pace. That's when I
Oh, I like that. I really like that lyrically. Let's see. Let's start that one over again. I want to absorb the lyrics a little bit. I was just kind of vibing out to this. I want to go through the lyrics a little bit.
close my eyes, I see you with your bright smile in slow motion. As you left, your eyes are shining like the sun. I take a picture of this moment in my mind so I can see you all the time. You got my head all spun. That's when I come undone. That's when I can't hold it in. That's what you do to me. That's what I failed to see on my own admission. That's when I come undone. When the
Ah, I get it now. I thought it was a little something deeper maybe, and I don't think it quite is. Could be. Let me know in the chat or in the comments.
morning dove burst on your window and its lover took its body to its final resting place. That's when you turned towards me and you
No, I'm liking it so far. I don't know where I'd put it yet, but there hasn't really been a song that I've been not into.
told me that you loved me as if you had always known me and pace. That's when I come undone. That's when I can't hold it in. That's what you do to me. That's what I failed to see on my own admission. That's when I come undone. That's when I come undone. Let's sail the oceans far and wide to brighter shores. As if you said it in 1,000 lives before. Tears keep streaming down my cheeks. I haven't left the house in weeks. As if we've lived 1,000 lives before.
Now, this might seem like a lazy analogy I'm going to make, and like, of course, Rob, you're making that, but Matt Skiba could sing these lyrics, and they would work in like an alkaline trio kind of setting. Like, the music would obviously be a little bit different, but that would totally work in like a Skibified way.
That's when I come undone. That's when I can't hold it in. That's what you do to me. That's what I failed to see by my own admission. That's when I come undone. That's when I can't hold it in. That's what you do to me. That's what I failed to see by my own admission. That's when I come undone. That's when I come undone. I close my eyes, I see you with your bright smile in slow motion.
So I think that was a good classic MxPx, just with like a slight pullback, just a little bit, and a little bit of expanding into a bit of a different direction. Let's check out Call Me. Again, I don't think this is like Call Me Baby or anything. Ah, another video. Good. Why are they wearing suits? Is this like Ska Day? Are they auditioning for Goldfinger? Do they want to have other people other than Mike join Goldfinger?
Looking back through my diary, I wasn't quite sure who I was trying to be. The best parts were stories of you. The best years I had were with you.
Ah, the good old Flame song. Yes. Staple.
I don't always know what I'm supposed to say, but I know what to do. I do it every day. And some things never change. Some things never change. I haven't talked to you in 3 days, and you know that I'll be up late. Go ahead and feel free. Feel free to call me. I know I made some pretty big mistakes. Holding on and hoping you don't break my legs. Go ahead and feel free. Feel free to call me before you sleep tonight.
I don't think she's calling Mike. She ain't gonna call you. I think you're probably creeping her out a little bit.
With you and me, there's always possibilities.
I was just completely unaware of, once again, blonde Mike Cadetta. Like, I can't shake that. Totally irrelevant to the album. But it's there. It's noticeable.
100,000 dreams of what could be. The late nights that we used to do. Now I try to get home by 2. I don't always know what I'm supposed to say, but I know what to do. I do it every day. And some things never change. Some things never change. I haven't talked to you in 3 days, and you know that I'll be up late. Go ahead and feel free. Feel free to call me. I know I made some pretty big mistakes.
We'll look up some of the stats on this album after the fact. Again, I kind of wanted to come into this blind. I didn't really want to read any reviews, anything like that. And I'm sure Feldman probably helped out quite a bit with this album. The pop sensibilities, though, they have not lost those whatsoever. They still have that. And they've always had that. MxPx always had just really good pop sensibility. And it comes very natural to them as well.
Holding on and hoping you don't break my legs. Go ahead and feel free. Feel free to call me before you sleep tonight. The moon's so fall at first thing. Tonight, it could light up the darkest drive. Tonight, when you find yourself thinking of me. Tonight, I just need to know you're alive. I haven't talked to you in 3 days, and you know that I'll be up late. So go ahead and feel free. Feel free to call me. Don't make some pretty big mistakes. Holding on and hoping you don't break my legs. Go ahead and feel free. Feel free to call me before you sleep tonight. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I mean, maybe not my favorite version of this type of song. But, like, if you don't like that song, then you probably just are someone, to be honest with you, that doesn't like MxPx. MxPx isn't for you. MxPx is not for a lot of people. I'm actually really interested in what the response is going to be to this stream. Because when I do, like, poppy or punk stuff, you guys tend to not like it as much. And MxPx is about as poppy as it gets, although, you know, they hang with some of our faves pretty naturally. Mountains to Climb. I know this is going to be a good song. I don't even have to listen to it. I'm gonna, but I don't have to.
There's nothing else left to but try to make this time so fun and fly. So
Just classic, vintage, you might say, MxPx right there.
that's what I came here to do. I may have felt, but I tried to come up with a nice surprise to bring some light back to your eyes and brighten up these pre-apocalyptic skies. When it gets bumpy, you hold on. The ups and downs have made you strong. When you see mountains, you climb. When you see lightning,
Just a regular overcoming adversity song, I guess. They got a few of those on this album.
When you see water, you dive right in. That's how you know you're alive again. You've got mountains to climb.
I do like how when they go like to the verse, to the more chorusy part, how it kind of flips up what the guitars are doing and what the beat's doing, and it almost feels like unnatural. Like, I like that.
This year has been such a blur, so don't look back to where you were. Look ahead to where you're heading, switching gears and getting ready. No one can really promise you that they won't end up hurting you, even if they never wanted to.
That's, and I'm not saying this with any iron, that's pretty profound there. This year has been such a blur, so don't look back to where you were. Look ahead, where you're heading, switching gears and getting ready. No one can really promise you that they won't end up hurting you, even if they never wanted to. I mean, I think that's prescient. You know, how many people do hurt us who are the people we love or the people that don't intend to? It's common.
The ups and downs have made you strong. You've always had to find the truth. There's those that talk and then there's you. When you see mountains you climb. When you see lightning you ride. When you see water you dive right in. That's how you know you're alive again. You've got mountains to climb.
You know what that reminds me of? Okay, this is going to be the funniest thing. That's from the Propaganda song, right? Matter of fact, I stole this riff. A rebellion without a... I love Propaganda. Don't come after me, Propaganda. Hardcores literally wouldn't have a Fat Record sound without Propaganda. Shout out to Propaganda. Shout out to this song here. This song would have been a song that I think would fit really well on their previous album, on the blue one. All right, Sunrise. Let's see. We had mountains. Now we got sunrise. All kinds of geography here. Is that geography? Geology? So as you can see, it's instrumental. Cool. Like, I like it. I think the music's very good. I think the music would be very good with lyrics. I don't know if I need a pop punk instrumental on an album. Might take a little bit of getting used to. Now they open with an instrumental often. MxPx does. And you know, there's been instrumentals in punk. Obviously, think about the Ramones opened every show at a certain point with Durango 95, like forever. I feel like there's just mic stuff that could be sang over that. Will you still be there tomorrow? Messed. You know what? I need to piss all you guys off and do a messed. stream and have nobody watch it. That would make me so happy. Okay. Let's keep it going. Again, this one too sounds exactly like a lot of the stuff on the last album.
Up through my throat, then it's up inside my brain, where it festers inside, makes me want to try a little harder to turn the tide. Against the odds, we made it work through the struggles and the pain. This life, it ain't so bad when you pull it from the frame. I need you like a junkie needs a needle for a vein, and now I'm fighting all these feelings. I was headed down the drain.
Cool little pre-chorus. Cool little spot. I like the you know, the way it, just added that with like a little bit of palm muting. Archivist, you live. Yes, it's been a long time. It's been too damn long. I am so happy you're in the chat. So happy to see it, hear from you. No, you're good. Yeah, dude, it's been months. Crazy stuff happened. I'm in a new place. Kinds of shit, you know, just trying to get back on track. Really doing a little bit of reaction. No, my summer was fucking terrible, Archivist. I hope yours was good. Mine was awful. Dude, man. Yes. Giving you a fist bump through my thing.
When we broke through into undiscovered country, we both knew that this would change us completely. And it's true.
Hey, not for nothing, Archivist. Thanks for like staying a member over those months where I was just doing nothing. Thank you very much. Seriously.
Down so deeply. When we broke through, we broke the life we knew. When we broke through. What if we never met? That'd be a lot less regret and so much less to forget. Cause what if we never met? But then we wouldn't have her, and then we wouldn't have him, or all those sweet memories, like Vegas out on a limb.
Yeah, this is lyrically too very similar. The last album was just a lot about his family. Nothing wrong with that. It's just what the last album was, and this song is obviously that too. I mean, you have every right to, man. Every right to.
Against the odds, we made it work through the struggles and the pain. This life, it ain't so bad when you pull it from the frame. I need you like a junkie needs a needle for a vein, and now I'm fighting all these feelings. I was headed down the drain. When we broke through into undiscovered country, we both knew that this would change us completely. And it's true, I feel it down so deeply. When we broke through,
What's up, radio guy?
we broke the life we knew. When we broke through, we took a chance on something new. When we broke through.
So, like, if you're into like being married and stuff, cool song, bro. No, it's seriously, that was good, classic, you know, modern family. Yeah. The last video was a little odd. Still, everything. When I moved, I had to get stuff together, and I got a different desk than I had that day, and Yeah. If you want to keep up with me, though, go check out Punk Rock Review. I've been cropping up on his channel. I was able to do that. And we're going to go again. I think this is going to be our time slot, Archivist. I'm pretty positive this will be our time slot. It really works for me, and it was super easy and natural. So this might be where we're at. And we'll go back to doing the more like podcast weekly stuff where we're taking like a deep dive on a single topic. These first few we're just kind of reacting to something. I got to catch up because I was so busy over the summer that I just didn't like interact with a lot of stuff. So there's a lot of stuff I got to get caught up on. When we were young coming up, going out to the Punk Rock Museum, all that's coming up. Local stuff I'm getting involved with, all that good stuff. Dude, I've been here but doing that, like unable to straight. It's been terrible. I was so busy. It was just ridiculous. And again, ask my friends or people that know me, even having a conversation with me has been like impossible. I am so relieved to be back. Like I didn't realize how much this little thing I do once a week that I spend a few hours on, how much it like leveled me out in a lot of ways. Intonating your Les Paul, cool. Hey, radio guy, you always got the good takes on song construction. All right, let's finish out here, and then I'll have to go in a little bit, but I want to look up a few little stats on this album. Prescient to what I was just discussing on here.
I remember I would chase you around the room, then you turn it all around and chase me too. And when I think of staring back into your eyes, those are the
Mike's a happy dude, man.
Moments, those are the good times we choose to be. We are in some ways we don't. In some ways we have a little too much, and some never won't. But that's not the point that I've been trying to make. All I've been saying is this won't be my last mistake. 'Cause there will be days, in so many ways, when your head's hanging low, when you lost all control. I know you need to be brave, to let your heart open wide. It's been a long winding road, you've been right here the whole time. Just no mistakes will be made. And now I hear the sirens going down the street, but these days it doesn't bother me. As long as we got internet and food to eat, we'll shut out the world and live rent free.
Is that the requirement nowadays? Right. As long as we got internet and food to eat, like pretty much that's all we need, right? Maybe some beer, for sure. They do some good beer on those streams, or the beer looks good on the streams that MxPx does.
We choose to be who we are in some ways we don't. In some ways we have a little too much, and some never won't. But that's not the point that I've been trying to make. All I've been saying is this won't be my last mistake. 'Cause there will be days when your world is ablaze, when your head's hanging low, when you lost all control. I think
Ain't that the truth, Mike? Ain't that the truth?
you need to let go. I know I need to let go. So much was meant to be different, but now we gotta think different. Just no mistakes will be made. Although mistakes will be made, I'm out of takes for today. I lost our game of charades. Just no mistakes will be made.
Look at that line there. Although mistakes will be made, I'm out of takes for today. So true, right? Like it's so many true. Like as someone who does this here and then in my real life just talks relevant. Sometimes we're just out of takes. Hard work, but yeah. No, archivist. I want you to sort of chime in the chat. Like, what was the vibe on them in the '90s? Because from my opinion, they were like the most uncool of all the bands in the genre. And what I mean by that is like, yeah, they weren't more uncool than like Blink and some of those the way people acted about it, but like they were a band that wasn't even on the level of those bands and was still kind of thought of as uncool. Yeah, their online presence is insane. I was talking about the live streams they do earlier, the Instagram stuff that Mike does. They keep themselves relevant. They keep themselves in the conversation, like amazing. And again, like, did they make it? I don't know. Yuri and Tom work at the shipyard, and I'm not saying nothing on that to dog them. Plenty of people have real jobs. Our boy Chris Flippin actually sadly had to quit his real job. You know, if you can support them, definitely do that. But as you said, they keep an online presence, so they stay around. They stay relevant. They get onto tours. They do their thing. Are they gonna be on When We're Young? I hope so. I've only seen them once. I saw them once on a Warped Tour. I got to meet Mike, and I did the whole thing. Hey, our band used to cover your song a lot. Cool, man. He said, shook my hand. That was it. They were looked at as nerdier than the fat stuff, but cooler than the Lookout stuff. Okay. That's a good way. Yeah. I remember the whole thing about them being like Christian punk or something like that. Remember that whole era? I remember because I had to be around some Christian education for a little while. And like MxPx was one of the bands that was like allowed. Yeah. And they always seem to be respected by all of the guys that we like too, I think, for sure. I love too how they're just unabashedly corny too. I like when a band is that. And I'll just play it out.
Although mistakes will be made, I'm out of takes for today. I've lost our game of charades. Just no mistakes will be made.
All right, and that was the album. I was gonna say too, Mike is such a natural frontman, and he's gotten like better with age. It's insane to me, how he has got like. I guess he's just got confidence. You know, an older person. Dang it, that light's sticking in. All right, I want to see something here. I want to see just the Wikipedia page because I got to go in just like 1 second. I would say overall, I'd give that album about a 7 out of 10. I think it was really good. But I don't think it was necessarily like head and shoulders above their most recent album that I can't seem to ever remember the name of. So, and I love the Life in Quarantine stuff that they did, the acoustic stuff. I know Archivist, you're not big into acoustic punk. I think Mike does it as good as anyone, but it's really just acoustic versions of MxPx songs along with covers. Where the hell is... All right. Rob doesn't know how to use the internet. Part 999,999,999. There we go. Okay. So let's see what the old excuse me, jeez. See what the old Wikipedia is here to tell us. What the heck? I love when I lose my... Okay. So looks like no producer listed. Looks like self-produced. Okay. Not a lot of info. That was a waste of all of our time. My point was, I don't think any of these songs rise to the level of, say, like, if I pull up the last album, Rolling Strong, Let's Ride, Friday Tonight, Life Goals, was Moments Like This, Moments Like This. I don't think any of those songs on this album actually are better than that. I am. And I'm clicking all over the place. And oh, that's why. There we go. Are you starting some streaming? That would be great if you did, Archivist. That'd be amazing, because you can either play us music or you have knowledge, kind of on a level that, is very, very respectable. And I would love to get your takes, figure out what you got going on with music, because you contribute a lot. And hopefully my little listen through of the new MxPx album contributed something to you. I'm going to have to go in about like 3 minutes. So good to do like a normal-ish episode. Next week, I think will be even more normal-ish. I think what I'm going to do, unless some big news breaks, is I want to do something Bad Religion themed. Because, sorry, I'm trying to get my blinds out of my face. I am going to do, with the Punk Rock Review, we're going to do our top 5 Bad Religion albums for that podcast. And what I am going to do is, I think, because I want to do some research for that, I don't know if I want to do Bad Religion deep cuts, Bad Religion hidden tracks, certain era of Bad Religion. I want to do something Bad Religion themed next week, but I don't know what it's going to be. So I need a little bit of your guys' help. Definitely chime in on that. Later, Archivist. I actually use Streamlabs OBS. I wanted to clear. I have OBS, but I use Streamlabs. It's a little more user-friendly, but takes up a little bit more space on your computer. Archivist is going to dinner. So am I, because I got to be somewhere else.